Hi guys! It is quite possible to write a book filled with fun and fascinating facts about blue whales. But here we will attempt to condense the information covering blue whale size, diet, habitat, and other key facts about the largest animal ever to have existed on Earth.
Blue whales can grow more than 100 feet long. They are gigantic, generally ranging in length from 80 to 100 feet, 24 to 30 meters. The longest one ever recorded was a magnificent 108 feet, 33 meters long. They can weigh as much as 30 elephants. The average weight for these gentle giants is 200,000 to 300,000 pounds, 90,000 to 136,000 kilograms. Some can weigh as much as 441,000 pounds, 200,000 kilograms. For comparison, an adult African bush elephant weighs up to 6 tons, so it may take 30 to more elephants to equal the weight of one blue whale. They have big hearts. The blue whale's heart is huge. It's the largest heart in the animal kingdom, weighing about 400 pounds, 180 kilograms, and roughly the size of a bumper car. As a blue whale dies to feed, its giant heart may only beat twice per minute. They're pretty fast. They travel a lot, spending summers feeding in polar regions and making the long trip to the equator as winter comes along. While they have a cruising speed of 5 miles per hour, 8 kilometers per hour, they can accelerate up to 20 miles per hour, 32 kilometers per hour when needed. They have long lifespans. While not nearly as old as the Earth's oldest trees, blue whales are among the planet's longest-lived animals. Kind of like counting tree rings, scientists count layers of wax in the ears and can determine a ballpark age. The oldest blue whale they have discovered this way was calculated to be around 100 years old, though the average life is thought to last around 80 to 90 years. The mouth of the blue whale contains a row of plates that are fringed with baleen, which are similar to bristles. The bristles are used to filter food from the water that the whale takes in its mouth when feeding. A mouthful of water for the blue whale is about 5,000 kilograms of liquid and plankton. As the whale forces the water out of its mouth, the bristles act to capture and trap the food. The whale then licks the bristles clean with its massive tongue, which allows it to swallow the plankton. The tongue of the blue whale is as big as an elephant. Aside from cleaning krill from the plates in its mouth, the blue whale tongue weighs about as much as an elephant or a daily car. Blue whales make few friends in the water, although it is common for them to just swim around the many oceans on the planet alone or in a pair. The blue whale will from time to time swim in a small group. Where food is readily available, as many as 60 blue whales may come together. The blue whale is not only the world's largest animal, but also the loudest. The human ear can't pick them up underwater, but the blue whale happens to make the loudest noise of any animal, up to 188 decibels, which is louder than a jet engine. The blue whale talks with low-frequency moans, groans, and pulses. The blue whale has incredible hearing. Because the blue whale communicates with sounds that are such a low frequency, under the correct conditions, one can communicate with others and be heard as far as 1,600 kilometers away. Action displayed by blue whales appear that they have feelings. This belief is backed up by how whales that wash ashore will show affection towards those who rescue them as if so say thank you. The reproductive cycle for the blue whale is rather slow. They tend to come up for air between every 5 to 15 minutes, but can go for longer without breathing. Each blue whale has its own unique marking. Before modern whaling began in the late 19th century, little was known about the blue whales. Nowadays, however, researchers have applied photo identification to learn that the motile pigmentation pattern characteristic of the species is unique to each individual. The blue of the blue whale comes partially from the sea. Although blue whales are thought to have a deep blue color, when they are at the surface of the water, they actually appear gray. When blue whales dive down again, the color of the water and the light from the sun make them look deeper blue than they really are. Blue whales are really a lightly mottled blue-gray, with light gray or yellow-white undersides. The yellow ventral coloring is due to the accumulation of diatoms in cold water. During mating periods, around late autumn and until the end of winter, although blue whales perform mating calls, these mating songs can likewise be heard over incredibly long distances. A built-in thermal insulator keeps blue whales warm. Heat loss in the water is 27 times greater than on land, but blue whales have adapted to cold oceans. More than a quarter of a blue whale's body mass is blubber, which acts as a form of protection and thermal insulator. Blue whales have no skin glands for evaporation, instead using blubber thickness and blood flow to stay warm. Big blue whales survive on small things. Despite being Earth's largest animal, blue whales primarily eat krill, a small aquatic life form resembling shrimp. Blue whales can eat as many as 40 million krill per day, or around 3,630 kilograms, 8,000 pounds daily. In order to maintain their diet, blue whales are almost always found in areas with high concentrations of krill, such as the Arctic Ocean. Despite being such huge animals, blue whales lack the esophagus size to consume larger sources of food. They are unable to chew and break down food into smaller pieces. In fact, the blue whale esophagus is so small it would not be able to swallow an adult human. The migration patterns of blue whales are highly diverse. Some blue whales appear to be year-round residents of high-productivity habitats. Other blue whale groups migrate to cold water, like the Arctic and Antarctic, for feeding. After the end of feeding season, blue whales travel back to warmer water, where there are stable and secure places for birthing. On long migrations, blue whales are known to fast for up to 4 months, living off of stored body fat accumulated during their feeding season. Even baby blue whales are bigger than most animals. Female blue whales breed only once every 3 years. They usually have only one young. Blue whale calves are born more than 7 meters long, 25 feet, and weigh up to 3,000 kilograms, 6,600 pounds. They enter the world already ranking among the planet's largest creatures, and are suckled up to a year before feeding independently. Baby blue whales gorge on nothing but mother's milk, gaining about 90 kilograms, 200 pounds per day during their first year. Blue whales, like other whales and dolphins, are conscious breathers. They never fall asleep completely, resting only one half of their brain at a time. The other half stay awake to prevent drowning. Blue whales are one of the rarest whales, numbering between 10,000 to 20,000 today. Most biologists consider blue whales to be among the most endangered of the great whales. Blue whale predators and threats. Due to the immense size of an adult blue whale, they have no natural predators in the ocean, with people being their biggest threat. Young blue whale calves, however, are more vulnerable, particularly once they have left the safer, warmer waters of their nursery and begin to travel throughout the more dangerous seas. Blue whale calves are preyed upon by pods of killer whales that are able to use the intelligence and teamwork to catch and kill such a large animal. Blue whales breed in the warmer tropical waters during the winter of early spring, when after a gestation period that lasts for nearly a year, The female blue whale gives birth to a single calf on her return to the region the following year. Being mammals, blue whales must come to the surface to breathe in air, but also have to expel it, and do so by blowing all up the warm, humid air, mucus, and seawater out of their lungs through their two blowholes and into the air. Blue whales do this with such force that this column can shoot as high as 9 meters into the sky. The calf is circled in the water, drinking more than 600 liters of milk every day. They mainly catch their food by diving and descend to depths of approximately 500 meters. The major blood vessel of a blue whale's heart is so big that a baby could crawl through it. That's all the interesting information that I have gathered. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next clip.